we're back with an offer that doesn't have a name. Sorry, I'm checking my phone because yeah, a lot of my social media are popping off right now, which I'm happy about. Um, I say add one of these to the favorites. All right. Lesh is the author of this SCP. Again, another one. This is probably the most we gotten in a row. No, not the most in a row, but the most we gotten in a reading that doesn't have an author's page. We only had two with an author's page so far. Lesh wrote Annihilation. Okay. A little bit dark, but sure, let's go ahead. Aufzufressen. Object class Euclid. Special containment procedures. SCP-2226 is to be suspended within the 1000 T paramagnetic field of a standard antimaterial containment unit, which must be constantly monitored by at least one antimaterial containment technician and 2 armed security personnel. Magnetic bottles scaled to contain macroscopic antimatter samples. The unit housing SCP-2226 must be held within an appropriately sized chamber supplied electricity indefinitely with a power supply connected to at least 2 backup reactors. The chamber must be aligned with a material suitable for blocking the 2.15 kHz radio transmission broadcasted from SCP-2226. SCP-2226 must be stored at Lunar Site 13. Terrestrial storage would be needlessly problematic as a containment breach during atmospheric re-entry would have catastrophic consequences and create immense censorship difficulties. And here we have SCP-2226 Antimaterial Containment Unit under integrity inspection. Okay. SCP-2226 is an extraterrestrial escape craft composed entirely of antimatter. The object is ellipsoid in shape and constructed from an alloy of the antimatter counterparts of iron, tin, and nickel with a mass of 847 kilograms and semi-principal axis of 4.10 meters, 1.72 meters, and 1.50 meters. It has it has 8 maneuvering thrusters arranged in 2 sets of 4 around each of its ends. In the center of SCP-2226 there is a 0.73 meter wide circular transparent hatch, through which the object's interior is visible. Are we back with SCP-2222? Or is this just another? We have 2 spacecraft where you open a hatch and go inside of it. That's why I'm asking. The hatch transparency seems to be only a consequence of its composition, which spectrographic tests reveal to be a form of enameled glass and not intended to make the surroundings of SCP-2226 visible. See the description of -1. SCP-2226 broadcasts a 2.15 kHz radio transmission lasting for approximately 5 seconds every 7 seconds. It's quite often. Transmission contents vary slightly from broadcast to broadcast and seem to express the object's positional coordinates for any vessels within range of the signal. This signal variation is attributed to the changing position of the Moon, Earth, and Solar System over time. Inside SCP-2226 is a compact control panel with several knobs and levers that seem to control the object's maneuvering thrusters and radio transmitters. In the center of the panel is a tactile display consisting of a rectangular grid of 50 by 20 metal pegs, which individually raise and lower to indicate internal and external conditions. Underneath the panel is a storage chest containing a small strange instrument composed of metal, resembling a Vietnamese a fiddle-like instrument used by Jahai people of Vietnam. Knie. It consists of a post with a main string running down its length and a sympathetic string attaching the main string to a resonating membrane. The interior floor is littered with 14 empty meal containers, once holding an unidentified purple paste. See Event Log B. Beside the control panel is a vaguely humanoid entity resting what is believed to be a suspended animation chamber. Designated as -1, the entity measures 2.45 meters in height. Its skin is a deep mouth, and it possesses 2 pairs of upper limbs and a single pair of lower limbs connected to its torso. Okay, so 6 limbs. Its upper limbs terminate in a hand with 7 webbed fingers. 7 webbed fingers, okay. While its lower limbs terminate in feet with 7 shorter digits. -1 lacks a distinct head and instead had his Main sensory structures: 2 large pteropine ears, 3 nasal slits, 1 mouth with protruding fangs centered on its torso. Of or pertaining to flying foxes, bats of the genus Pteropus. As no eyes or photoreceptive organs are visible on the creature's body, it is assumed to perceive its surroundings through echolocation. Its visible teeth suggest a carnivorous or omnivorous diet, though it has only been observed eating onboard provisions. As it hasn't been observed excreting waste, it is assumed all metabolic byproducts are released during exhalation. Only visual description of -1 can be provided. A closer biological analysis is impossible. You know what this just reminded me of, and I'm now thinking I haven't followed that anime for a long time. Terraformers. No, wait, hold on. Right? That's what it's, anime. There we go, Terraformers. I haven't thought of this in fucking forever, dude. I mean, to be fair, most people like gave up on it after the second season because the animation changed. Like they went from like really high detail, like very brutal and intense animation to like more simplified design. And I do agree, while the animation is a shame, also the censoring was like ridiculous. But I enjoyed season 2 because story-wise was still really interesting, and I enjoyed the characters. Wasn't there supposed to be a movie of this? Let me actually check, like, anime, here we go. Yeah, a sequel to the anime titled Terraformers Revenge was announced in November. An OVA adaptation of the manga Earth was planned for May release, but was delayed to the August 18 release instead. A live action film adaptation directed by was announced and was oh, that's it. Yeah, just OVA of the Earth arc. Probably you just need to start reading the manga then, because I don't think it's gonna come back as an anime form, which is a shame, because it's, if you found the uncensored version for season 1, it was like one of the strongest starting season, kind of like on par with Attack on Titan. But yeah, the censorship and the second season being a whole different animation style just shot it in the foot so hard. Which is, again, it's a shame. I really enjoyed Terraformers. A translucent mask is fitted over the nasal slits and mouth of -1, supplying it an unidentified respiratory gas from a tank beside the chamber, estimated at 5.6 liters in volume. Given that the tank has not yet been exhausted and appears to be connected to interior wall, SCP-2226 likely has an onboard system that removes waste products from and recirculates exhaled gas. It is unknown how long the vital process of -1 will remain in suspension, or how long the radio transmitter of SCP-2226 will remain functional. SCP-2226 does not appear to contain any remaining provisions. Event Log A. Details of the event leading to the Foundation recovery of SCP-2226 on the 5th, 16th, 1999. So 5:13, extraterrestrial vessel appears in flash of white light at an altitude of approximately 130,000 meters above far side of moon. Vessel is dull gray in color and ellipsoid in shape, with semi-principal axis of approximately 30 meters, 70 meters, and 50 meters. Vessel appears critically damaged, with starboard side of hull partially molten and trailing debris. 5:16, vessel altitude 126,000 meters, 5 of 8 thrusters on the stern of vessel ignite. Vessel achieves acceleration of approximately 60 meters per second squared, I assume. Entity or entities piloting vessel seem to be attempting lunar orbit. 5:19, vessel altitude 122,000 meters, stern of vessel explodes, velocity proves insufficient to achieve orbit. 5:25, vessel altitude 113 meters, vessel ejects SCP-2226. SCP-2226 begins transmitting radio signals and its maneuvering thrusters engage. Entity piloting SCP-2226 appears to be attempting lunar orbit. 529 vessel altitude 109,000 meters. SCP-2226 altitude 110,000 meters. 532 vessel altitude 97,000 meters. SCP-226 altitude 112,000 meters. Wait, hold on. Gotcha. So wasn't that I see. So the vessel is yeah. Okay. Understood. 536 vessel altitude 82,000 meters. SCP-2226 altitude 114,000 meters. SCP-2226 achieves lunar orbit. 557 vessel impacts far side of lunar surface, resulting in an explosion estimated at 430 gigatons in strength. Explosion releases bursts of high energy gamma rays and neutrinos. 6-3 is when my eye fucking gave up on me because something is clearly bothering it. The entire stream I can feel like irritation. No trace of vessel remains. Resulting crater is estimated at 15 kilometers in width and 4 kilometers in depth. 635 Foundation researchers determined vessel was composed of antimatter. SCP-2226 composed also ruled to be of antimatter. 954 kinetic recovery ship 7782 Faraday Lover launched from lunar site 13 1137. As Faraday Lover began to approach SCP-2226, the object maneuvering thrusters engage. The entity piloting the object appears to be taking evasive action. Faraday Lover begins pursuit of SCP-2226, maintaining a safe distance of 200 meters. And then it's fucking 6 hours later, 1745, maneuvering thrusters of SCP-2226 cease firing, having apparently expanded their fuel supply. Faraday Lover matches the object's velocity. 1756, having evacuated the air from its containment bay, the crew of Faraday Lover activates the ship fuel generators and successfully recover SCP-2226. And then 22, this all happened almost in it all happened in 15 hours. SCP-2226 brought to lunar site 13. Preliminary containment procedure begins. Note, the antimatter explosion has been censored from scientific publication. Radar jamming has successfully prevented the detection of the resulting crater by lunar orbiters. We have a whole bunch of SCPs that were aliens that came crashing either onto Earth or near Earth. There's one that had like a blade that was like super powerful. It was a pen that became a blade, if I recall, or something like that. Like a pen or a blade in itself that was like super powerful. Oh my god, my eye! Please stop. Event log B: Pieces of -1 activity following object recovery. 5th, 16th, 1999. After SCP-2226 is pulled into the containment bay of Faraday Lover, an entity can be seen within the object through a transparent hatch. The entity hereafter referred to as -1 adjusts the knobs and levers present on the object's control panel with its upper hands and runs its fingers over the tactile display with its lower hands. -1 continues manipulating controls for approximately 6 hours following the placement of SCP-2226 within an anti-material containment. Yeah. Unit for indefinite storage. This producer no noticeable effects. 5/17/1999. -1 retrieves a metal container from an onboard storage chest and consumes its contents. Container holds an unidentified paste. Upon finishing its contents, -1 returns to the object control panel and manipulates its control. This produces no noticeable effects. After 2 hours, -1 lies on the interior floor and appears to fall asleep. 5th, 18th, 1999, -1 consumes another container of paste. It retrieves a small stringed instrument from the storage chest aboard SCP-2226. For 7 hours, the creature plays the instrument by holding the membrane in its mouth and using two bows to vibrate its main string, pausing occasionally. Heard something clicking behind me. The sound produced by the creature instrument could not be recorded as the interior environment of the unit housing SCP-2226 is a hard vacuum. The creature's mouth appears to act as a resonator for the instrument, akin to the sound hole of a guitar. -1 then places the instrument in the chest and appears to fall asleep. This behavior continues for several days. 5th, 30th, 1999. Okay. The -1 consumes what appears to be the final onboard container of paste. He's like, this is my final meal. I will die. 6th, 2nd, 1999. -1 manipulates the object's control. Its movement at first seem methodical but grow erratic after a few minutes. -1 forms its 4 hands into a fist and strikes them against the control panel. The creature then tosses several of the empty paste containers against the object's interior walls, before repeatedly striking the interior of the transparent hatch. This activity produces no noticeable effect or damage to SCP-2226. After 2 hours, -1 lies against the interior floor and appears to fall asleep. Yeah, sure. Probably fucking dying. Probably suffocating. 6th, 3rd, 1999. -1 opens door of transparent chamber fixed to interior wall of SCP-2226. The creature places a mask over its nasal slit and mouth before lying against the chamber wall. He then closes the chamber door and appears to fall asleep. Or maybe he is falling asleep. Maybe it's like being like, oh, I'm gonna wait till rescue comes, so I'm gonna put myself in some sort of like internal sleep state, which could make sense. Yeah, I can see that. This was 226. Yeah. Multi-limbed alien creature probably just wanted to gather some moon rocks for his family, and the Foundation decided to keep it locked away in its escape pod and let it eat all of his reserves. It's sleeping now, probably waiting for backup if it ever comes. Because I feel like that's why I banked against the ship itself, because probably it was trying to send out a distress signal, but it didn't work. That's what I'm thinking might have happened, which fucking sucks. If that's the case, you know, that's just. I still don't know what what this guy was trying to say with the reverse writing of his. Oh well. Oh well, but yeah, no, that guy, he will never leave. He's stuck. You can sleep as much as you want, but you ain't going nowhere. You are forever here. That would suck. It would suck to be in his shoes.